I'm super excited about this wash day because I'm also planning on trimming and shaping my locks a little bit better. I feel like it's not giving the shape that I want it to give. It's like, it's all right, but there's definitely some pieces that are like that lone one right there that's just like super long or longer than the rest. But I want to get a better shape going. I definitely feel like my two sides are a little uneven. I guess they're not that bad. Like, I almost don't even know what to do. I'm afraid to cut it and then I won't like it, because once you cut, you can't get it back. But I might go in row by row and attempt to even everything out. I'm not trying to get a bob. I just want to create this healthy shape. Just like a little spruce up, a little trim, and I think that will be good for my locks in the long run anyway. So that's what we're up to. Let's get this wash day started.
They're not ginger, you ginger yourself. Nobody clap for yourself. Yourself, you don't try for yourself.
I aim to do a deep cleanse on my locks every 4 to 6 weeks. My general rule of thumb is to do it around the same time that I'm about to start a retie. And currently I'm using Shea Moisture's JBCO Strengthen and Restore shampoo, and only because I've been using it since my loose natural days. This is one of my favorite ways to rinse out all the product out of my locks. And if I'm being honest, it's kind of relaxing being under the water like that. And yes, I know, a lot of people do not use conditioner on their locks, but I use leave-in conditioner on mine. And this particular leave-in conditioner is actually quite light. I know it looks like there is a lot of residue in my locks right now, but I promise, my hair drinks this stuff up. So I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I had no idea what I was doing. If you watched my last video, then you already know I'm a former hairstylist. Had a salon, the whole nine. And if you can't tell already, I was not the person cutting hair. I was the braid specialist. I handled everything from braids, twists, cornrows, lock retwists, you name it. And I was very comfortable in my lane, okay? Right about here is when I started realizing that I'm cutting my hair into a bob. And my face tells it all right here. I do not like this. I'm afraid to cut it and then I won't like it. I probably should have stopped here and sought help, but I continued cutting, hoping that the end result will be something that I like. But if I'm being honest, the more that I trimmed thinking that I was fixing the situation, it just kept getting worse. I kept finding 1 or 2 more pieces that still needed to be trimmed, and my locks just kept getting shorter. I am still here trying to figure out if I ruined my hair. I just feel like it just looks so moppish. Despite how I was feeling in the moment, I decided to push through and move on ahead to my retie process. And just to be a little transparent, I actually cried. I kept on trying to encourage myself that everything would be okay. We can fix this. After I complete my retie, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be all right. But honestly, my energy towards doing this retie was completely gone. I had no interest whatsoever. And I'm the type of person that don't really like operating in a creative space, whether it's doing my hair, my nails, or whatever form of self-care from a place of disinterest. I just feel like whatever it is that I'm putting my hands to is not going to turn out right because my heart is not in it. That being said, I had already planned on going in during this retie process to cut away all the extra strands of hair and continuing my combination process. And this was something that really needed to be done because I found that whenever I would try to do a rotation with a set of locks that I combined, it would hurt at the root because the amount of hair that I'm trying to pass through the root of my hair is entirely too much. And all that's gonna do is pluck out some of my hair at the root and cause the body of my lock to end up being thicker than I want it to be anyways. But ultimately, I still decided to just leave the combination process alone at this moment because I felt so much anxiety and stress on the inside, and I did not want to make a bad situation worse. So even though I'm not that great with the scissors, I didn't think it was going to be a problem because I wasn't planning on cutting my hair. I was just trimming my hair. And I've trimmed my husband's locks already, and we had no problems. So I genuinely thought it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. But as old as I am, I just learned a new life lesson. Even trimming the hair on someone else's head is hugely different than trimming your own hair. I know it seems like it has just been an uphill battle for me on my lock journey, but I'm still super grateful that I even went down this road because I was able to do my installation 100% by myself. I'm able to maintain my locks 100% by myself. And if something goes wrong with them, I can't point fingers at anybody else but myself, right? At this point, just rename me the Pivot Queen, okay? Because if you stay to the end, you are gonna see how I made this hairstyle work for me. Even I was shocked. And now that I think about it, this is really not that different from middle school me learning how to do my own hair, doing my own braids, silk press, sew-ins, you name it. Of course, I have a little bit more experience under my belt now, but the whole process of doing your own hair, it's all about experimenting. Having locks of my own has definitely given me a deeper appreciation for the style and even a desire to want to learn more. Even though I didn't feel very confident in this new cut, I still got up, got dressed, and went to church. And I'm so glad that I did because I was able to see the potential that this new hairstyle had. And yes, of course, I saw the extra strands that still needed to be trimmed and there was still a little bit more shaping that needed to be done. But if I'm being 100% with y'all, this kind of looks sexy. Hear me out. I loved my locks the way they were before. I literally just wanted to spruce it up a bit. And for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted longer hair. I've always wanted hair past my shoulders. But now I'm thinking this might have been a mistake that needed to happen. And yes, I am definitely going to miss the level of versatility I had with longer hair, but I think this cut definitely gave my locks the pop I didn't know I was looking for. It is not the end of the world. All is not lost. It is still very beautiful. It's attractive. It's fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. It costs nothing, but it definitely helps your girl out.